What is going on, everybody? It is Aaron Tates and welcome back to the channel. Now, I told you we had some more videos coming, and today we're going to be NorCaling the fenders on the truck. Now, if you're not familiar with, come on, bird. If you're not familiar with the term NorCal, it is, I don't know where it originated from. I'm guessing California because it's called NorCal. I'm guessing Cal meaning California. But what it does is you fold your inner fender in a little bit to clear bigger tires, mainly on trucks like this when you have a lot of offset. Because as you guys know, I'm running 37s on 22x14s. Now, I'm sure if I was running positive offset wheels, I could probably clear 40s on here and not have to trim very much. But this wonderful stance that everybody loves, it creates a problem where it hits your fender. Now, I'll show you where the fender sits when it's not NorCal'd. As you guys saw, I just replaced this fender, and that was actually yesterday. You guys are watching this a little while later, but I actually just replaced it yesterday, and I have not NorCal'd it. As you can see, the fender is sticking out a good inch or two from the cab. Now, let's walk over to the other side. This side, I have done what's called a mini NorCal. I didn't do a full NorCal where I didn't go all the way back to the cab. I just did a mini one where I trimmed it a little bit to gain a little bit more clearance. But today, we're going to be doing a full NorCal all the way up to the cab. But this is a mini NorCal where just a little bit's trimmed. This is folded back a little bit. But as you guys can tell, I've been catching it right here when I back up. And I don't want to do that anymore, so we're going to be folding it all the way back here to this cab, so we won't be hitting anymore. Now, to do this, you have to take your tires off, which means you have to jack the truck up. I'm not going to bore you with a time lapse of me jacking the truck up and taking tires off. I'm sure if you're about to NorCal your truck, you probably know how to take your tires off. So let's get it jacked up in the air and get these tires taken off. All right, everybody, the truck is up and the tires are off. As you can tell, the truck moves spots because I had to go to the store and get these jack stands because the Ford is using my two good jack stands and I didn't trust this and a wood block underneath there. It just seemed really sketchy and I didn't want to risk it. So went to the store, rather be safe than sorry. Picked up two new jack stands. We got the truck jacked up and all the tires off. I moved spots because this spot's more in the shade underneath the palm trees. So now what we're going to be doing is mimicking this side. I already bent this up to where I want it. So as you guys can see, it was out here before. It was all the way out here, and I bent it in against the cab. And we're going to be doing the same thing over on this side. We're going to bend all of this out. We're going to cut this cab mount off. Then we're going to bend all of that up. Let's get the angle grinder and get set up. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, and just to let you know what tools I'm using an angle grinder from Harbor Freight. It's like $15 with Harbor Freight cutting wheels. I have a rubber mallet. That way, if I don't have to use my normal hammer, I don't want to mess up this wrap any more than it's already messed up. I have a pair of channel locks, a pair of pliers, pair of needle nose, and a normal hammer. Now, first what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and try and bend all of what I trimmed up before back. That way we can cut this cab mount right here, because this piece right here goes all the way down and it's blocking us from folding this up anymore. So we want to bend all this out flat so I can cut that off. That way we can bend this in a little bit more. So let's get started.
Brother, sister, can you hear that? Our heartbeat cutting through the ether.
Okay, now as you can see, we have this pinch weld right here for this cab completely exposed. Normally, this piece goes all the way up right here, but as you can tell in the past, I cut it all up here and folded it over, but for whatever reason, I didn't cut all the way down here. Now today, we're going to be cutting this off and we're going to be folding this all the way up. So this piece right here either has to come completely off or it has to be folded around this corner. I'm going to try and cut along the bottom right here and see if I can fold it over, because cutting it down right here is going to be kind of hard with an angle grinder. And I'll let you guys know what happens. Make sure you are wearing eye protection. I would like a whole face mask, but I don't have one. So at least cover your eyes, guys. Be safe. Safety is always the #1 priority, because you can't drive your truck. You won't be clearing big wheels if you can't see. So always make sure you have eye protection.
Star drifters, can you feel that? One love can make us all believers. A generation of renegades. We don't have to stay alone. So brother, sister, can you see our light guide us home? We'll paint the sky with our energy, so they can see us from outer space. Through the dark we will radiate. They're gonna see us from outer space.
Okay guys, as you can see, all I had to do was cut it off this piece of metal right here, and I was able to hit it with the hammer to get it back. Now, like I said, guys, if you haven't trimmed anything in the past, you're going to have this whole section comes down right here and connects. And guys, don't worry about not ever being able to get your fender off. There's a bolt right here. If you watched my I Need Your Help fender slash hood gap video, you'll see me installing the fender, and I show you the bolt right here. So you don't have to worry about not ever being able to take this fender off. This bolt all the way back here, there's a good 2.5, 3 inches before you get to that bolt. We're not trimming that far back. We're just trimming right here. Now, since we do have bare metal exposed, I'm going to wait for it to cool down. I'm going to spray some black paint on it so it doesn't rust and I don't have any issues like when I had to do my cab corners and my rockers. I'm gonna wait, let it cool off so the paint will actually stick to it. I'm gonna try and clean some of the leaves and dirt out of here. We'll spray it with some black paint and we'll get this folded up. Now, all we're going to do is take our rubber mallet and we're going to bend everything up. So I'm gonna throw you guys up on time lapse while I do that. Side's not as pretty as the other side because this has been previously trimmed and bent, so of course it wasn't completely flat and new like the other side. You can get yours to look like the other side if you haven't already trimmed it in the past, but as you can tell, the wrap is pretty messed up, but luckily everything that's noticeable from above still looks all right. If I ever have to rewrap this fender, so be it, but for now we should trim. I've got to trim the bumpers, so I'm sure if you guys are doing this, probably have to do this. My plastic's already been trimmed before, but I want it to all look even once I replace this chrome, so I'm going to go through and trim that all up. I'm going to throw another coat of paint on here, and I'll throw you guys up on time lapse to watch me cut this. And then after this is all said and done, we'll throw the tires back up and make sure everything clears.
All the faces in this ocean come together, making memories in motion. We're the traces of the chosen. Let's come together with a heart wide open. A generation of renegades. We don't have to stay alone. So brother, sister, find your spaceship and let it take you home. We'll paint the sky with our
Ready? And just like that, we have this side trimmed up. I'll show you where I'm going to trim on the other side. I'm not going to bother with the time lapse so you guys just watch that side, but we're doing the same thing over here. So both sides will match. Both sides will be all trimmed up and even. Everything's in a line. I just felt like it looked so terrible with the plastic coming to here and then the chrome coming out. And then of course, after you do this, you want to put like a coat of clear on that chrome or anything so it doesn't rust. And I'll pick you guys up once we have the tires back on and we can see whether it made a big difference or not. So I'm going to finish out the rest of this, run a couple things I need to do while the tires are off, and I'll pick you guys back up once the tires are on. Everybody, it is the next day. Tires are back on. I apologize. I just got home from work, but I wanted to show you this. And I apologize, the truck is running so I can turn the wheel. But as you can see, we now have the clearance at full lock. It is very close, but it definitely clears. I mean, this is full on locked out. Let me show you. As far as it goes, and we are not touching. Now, if you do hit a bump, I mean, yours might not be this close. It might not be as close as mine, but if you hit a bump, it still might catch a little bit. But that is only when you're going to be at full lock. I mean, how often are you at full lock turning? So I'm gonna shut the truck off and we'll start this outro. All right, everybody, now that you can hear me a little bit better, as you can see, the front bumper is trimmed up. We have the NorCal done in the back. Now, I don't suggest you cutting up your vehicle if your vehicle is still under warranty or anything like that. Do this under your own discretion, but I just thought I would put the how to do it out there. You can do this on trucks, SUVs. I'm sure you can do it on more than just these body styles, but these body styles are very common, and that is how you do it. If you're going to be doing it on something else, it is the same procedure, just inner fender, cut it, fold it up. Same procedure, just on a different body style, so it might look a little bit different, but that is how you do a full NorCal. So hopefully you guys found this video useful. And I'm sorry, that's kind of been all over the place. I was in the middle of doing another video, so I had to wait until I got done with that before I could put the tires back on. That's why it's a complete different day. But hopefully, if you did do this, it did turn out the way you wanted it to. Now, I'm sure if you have your tires crammed all the way up in here, you're probably not going to clear them no matter what you cut, unless you just cut the entire fender off. But you can still get away with quite a bit of tire with a little bit of trimming. So like I said, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you made it to the end, go down, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.